Welcome to Partner Spotlight, Mr. Fernando. Now, tell us a little bit about Taxi Lanka Caller.
Okay, thank you. Taxi Lanka Caller is a pure play vehicle dispatch company. We use GPS tracking to help our passengers find out where the vehicle is. You can track a vehicle on your smartphone, and also we can go to our website and book the vehicle online. Before actually taking a vehicle, you know how much you're going to pay for your ride. So that's one of the key benefits. And also we work with a lot of independent vehicle owners, and we mainly focus on the quality aspects. We look at passenger comfort, we look at the safety aspects, we go behind drivers' insurance standards, because that's a critical element in today's vehicle dispatch industry. So that's what we mainly do. That's our core product which we have. And in addition to that, we feel the industry we are looking at is a new industry globally, and we are willing to work with some of the local big taxi companies as well, and introduce our technology to them, because what we want is all passengers have the ability to book their favorite taxi company on one platform. So that's the key product offering we have.
Right now, how is the industry at this point of time in Sri Lanka? How is it faring?
Okay, one of the key drivers of this industry in Sri Lanka is going to be the smartphone penetration. Smartphone penetration is growing quarter on quarter. I think currently there are about 152,000 units added every quarter. So it's growing. But also one of the key limitations initially is the actual awareness for the passengers, because until the passenger sees more vehicles on the unit, the ability to check price codes, the growth trajectory is going to be slow, and that's the challenge on the passenger side. The next challenge is on the actual driver side, encouraging the drivers to actually have the driver units with them, asking them to be a little bit more professional and telling you know what, you've got to log into the system, indicate when you're free. That has been one of the, let's say, key challenges which we've been facing so far on the driver side. But all in all, I just see a positive trajectory, because it's a matter of time before the market starts adopting it, and people get used to the digital hailing concept.
Do you know the competition? There are a lot of players in the market, so the competition is quite big. What makes you all different from the rest?
Okay, simple thing is we as a service provider, we just focus on comfort, safety, and quality. Something which you got to, if you're actually breaking down the market a little bit more in detail, if you just got to ask the question of why do budget players exist in the first place, is because the market is ultra price sensitive. Today the only form of competition is cutting down on prices. Personally, I have met so many people, so many corporates who have been negotiating prices as opposed to looking on the quality standards, and my response to quite a lot of people who negotiate on price has said, you know what, a vehicle's lease is fixed, the insurance is fixed, the fuel pricing is fixed, maintenance and driver pay are some of the variable components. So if you're negotiating for quality, you're negotiating on your vehicle maintenance, you're negotiating on your driver pricing, because today you got quite a lot of people offering a 24-hour driver roster, and you know what, that's reality in Sri Lanka. Industry is not regulated, nobody's looking at it. So where we are concerned, we are practicing self-regulation, we're focusing on the quality aspects, we're focusing on the safety aspects, and we hope our passengers reward us for this hard work by using us more often.
How important is training? Well, in terms of your drivers, like knowing routes, knowing rules, knowing basic how to treat clients, or in terms of your call center as well, the same thing applies, how to treat your clients, how to speak to your clients. How important is it, and is it happening in Sri Lanka at this point of time?
Training is very important. we have a code of conduct for the drivers, and I must say the challenge is actually implementing it today, because in the absence of critical mass, it's very difficult to take the stick and get these guys to follow it. But what we do is we are focusing on rewarding mechanism for people to actually who follow the standards. We actually reward them better. The training should be focused on multiple angles. One is basic road rules, right? Know your traffic rules, because today some of the people who flaunt the biggest or people who are involved in the most number of accidents are some of the taxi drivers, because you just pick some guys from the street. Have you got a license? Have you got an ID card? Are you above 18? Can you drive 100 meters on a straight line? You know what? You're a new driver. That's industry standards. So what we are trying to do is we are just trying to deviate from this, where we are focusing on knowing for the drivers to know the traffic rules, then soft skills, know what to ask, know what not to ask, and what we tell our drivers is that, you know what, only respond when you're spoken to. Don't engage in unnecessary conversation with passengers, because some people don't like it, and you know what, some drivers actually follow it, but for some the mentality is such that they just don't follow it. So that's a challenge in itself. And the third one is personal hygiene. So that training aspect also is something which we focus on. Then on the call center side, I would say on the driver side, on your question on knowing the road rules. Now, road routes. In our case, we got a map interface for the drivers. So that is not a key challenge, because our call center knows where the driver is, even if he doesn't read the map. So even if he's overshooting a particular pickup address, our call center immediately calls the guy and says, you know what, come back 100 meters, your pickup point is further down. So that has not been a key challenge for us because of technology. Then on the call center side, we are investing in, let's say, expensive talent with the view of transcend that into a more positive service delivery. And also what we are encouraging our call center people to pitch to our passengers is that offer them various pricing options. Explain to them if there is a possibility of a deal available. Explain to them, you know what, you can get a deal if you take this particular route on this particular time. So on those particular options, we are training our staff also to explain that to the passenger, because we want to be seen ideally as, from the driver's point, a company that takes care of their welfare, their benefit, pay them above industry, and from the passenger's point of view, offer them value for money, offer them the comfort, the safety and the security standards which most people look for.